that are crushing it with Kynetic. And we're going to go ahead and get started with this right away. So I can see a lot of people joining. So we'll just kind of give it a couple minutes and then we get started. I'm going to share some slides. Get ready to take a couple notes when you, especially when you're hearing from the people out there in the field that are crushing it. So here we go. All right, we can see the slides. Here we go. Getting a thumbs up that we can see the slides. Holly, you can see them? Yep, we got hands raised. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for the hand raising. So energize your business with Kynetic. So here we are. We're at the launch. We're at convention. We get fired up. We go out. We buy the Kynetic. We buy a pack. We buy boxes. We buy whatever it is, and we get it home, and we're excited. Ignorance on fire at the utmost degree. And then it's like a lot of it's like, oh no, now what do I do? Well, that's what we're going to answer that question for you. For those who don't know what to do or not sure what to do or doing something, but it's not working, that's what we're going to solve for you here today. But before I get into that, I want to take one little administrative piece here because I'm excited to share this. So we have stickers for your water bottle. I'm going to tell you how you can get those stickers so you can customize your own water bottles. So pay attention, take some screenshots of this. So print your own water bottles. You download the file in the back office, water bottle labels, o2.pdf. It's in the back office. Download that file, and that's the artwork. And then you're simply going to go here to nextdayflyers.com. So you can see the info right there, nextdayflyers.com. Go to water bottle labels, individually cut. It's all laid out there. Take a screenshot of this. Then you click on upload your file because you're going to load it up your file already. Upload your file. And then, let me get this next slide here. Try to get it here. There we go. And then there's your PDF. Add to cart. And now you're ripping, rocking, and rolling. So if anybody has a question on that or doesn't know how to do it or has a problem, go ahead and call customer service, or you can send me messages, those that have, or your upline. But those are available right now, so you can get those water bottle labels and customize them. So now you're armed with something to go out and do. So let's jump into Kynetic a little bit and exactly what Kynetic brings to the table. So first of all, I hope everybody understands that this changes everything. This changes everything. It opens doors that have never been able to be opened at 3 before. So let's take a little look at the energy drink market snapshot. And a lot of you know this stuff, but I just want to point this out, and then we're going to talk about how Kynetic stands out in a very crowded and competitive market. So right now, the energy market is 25 billion with a B, projected to be 37.8 billion by 2030. I mean, that's a massive market. And you know what the fastest growing segment is? It's the health conscious functional energy drinks. Voila, that's what we're in. So that fastest growing section of that massive market is the health conscious functional energy drinks. So we're positioned right where we need to be with Kynetic to take advantage of this huge market upswing that's happening over the next 5 years. So that's exciting. Now, the other part of this is Kynetic is, as you know, or maybe you don't know, Kynetic is more than just energy. So we got the clean energy, no crash, no junk. You've got hydration support, replenishes, not depletes. And then you have a cognitive boost, focus, clarity, and mood. So ask yourselves, those that have used it already, have you noticed that? What have you noticed? What have you felt? I know for me, I'm feeling all of those things, and maybe the cognitive boost more than anything. Caffeine doesn't really have a lot of effect on me. I like it. It kind of gives you a little energy, but I don't really feel it. But that cognitive boost, man, that is so helpful. And I do notice it quenches your thirst. So Kynetic is more than just energy. So we have that going for us. More than that now, this is a big part of it. Kynetic is an incredible value. I don't know if anybody's thought of this or really put pen to paper and looked at this, but for $70 for 30 servings, you're at $2.33 each, which beats most cans that are out there, which are $3 to $5, with our superior ingredients. So not only do we compete Well, we outcompete with our ingredients, but we're super competitive with our price. And more often than not, we're under the price of out there walking in a gas station. Not just talking about network marketing companies saying, please, we're competing with all of those things that are out there and we're crushing it. The other part about this is why stick packs win. So some people are like, oh, just like popping open a can. I get it. But stick packs win because first, you just mix it with water. It's not sitting on a shelf or in a warehouse for 6 months or 12 months. It's fresh. You mix it with water, better taste, no bloat, and it just is a better experience overall. Second, it's portable, lightweight, and eco-friendly. So you just toss it in a bag, toss it in a purse, toss it in your fanny pack, whatever it is. You can toss it, easy to go, and you've got it. So my favorite way to take it is in the little 12 ounce water bottles that we get here in our fridge at home. We get these little 12 ounces. Take a little sip, put that Kynetic in there, and perfect every single time. And again, no cans, no mess, just performance. Now, as far as direct sales, which is we're in, excuse me, the advantage we have there, it's easy to sample and share. So, how many of you just think to yourself are sampling it? How many of you are sharing it? How are you doing that? Some people are putting it together in trial packs and selling a little trial pack to people. Not everybody can afford to go buy 10 boxes and just give it away, $700 worth, right? So there's a lot of variety. You're going to hear a lot more about that from our guest speakers here today. The second thing is it appeals to fitness, focus, and daily energy markets. So we're not just going after the adrenaline junkies with the daily energy market with Monster and Ghost and all of those things, but we actually can go to the fitness crowd, people that are the focused on focus. They want their mind to be right. We're appealing to all of those markets, and then finally, it tells a bigger story because it's health and performance in one. So truly, we have all the advantages: pricing, performance, superior ingredients, convenience. It's all there with Kynetic. And again, this changes everything because we've just opened the mainstream door. This appeals to everybody. Some will say, I know a lot of people that don't like caffeine. Okay, cool. That's a small percentage of the population. You don't need to go after them. But by and large, everybody's taking caffeine in the morning, and we have a superior product that's cost effective and has a much higher performance. So that's exciting. So I'm going to give you an easy conversation example to have with people and this is just an example with Kynetic. Now, many of you are doing this. You're going to hear from a number of our guests that are going to explain to this, but just to set that up, I'm going to give you a really, really easy example. So here's the example. Hey, some friends and I'm at dinner, I'm in the backyard barbecue, I'm at a nightclub, I'm wherever it is, right? Hey, some friends and I are doing an energy reset. I'm just using that term. You can use whatever. Some friends and I are doing an energy reset next week. You should do it with us. Simple. It's very social, right? You can talk about that everywhere. You can be in the gym and say, "Oh, you know what? Some friends and I, we're doing this energy reset next week. You should do it with us." Super easy. And then they say, "Well, what's an energy reset?" And again, I'm just making this one up just as a talking point here. Well, it's pretty simple. For 30 days, we're using a clean, healthy energy drink plus taking a recovery supplement, then talking about our results. You could plug in anything, however you want to do it, however you're building, however your upline says. Simply an example of how simple this conversation is. And it becomes the ultimate tip of the arrow, becomes the way that we can get people in the door with easy and simply and fast. And then once they're in the door at 3, they're going to educate themselves on the science and they're going to educate themselves right into staying at 3. I was at a company years ago where we may have had the best tip of the arrow approach maybe in the history of network marketing for a time. And we got them in the door, but what happened there is they educated themselves right out the door because we didn't have the substance and the backup and the other products that really supported that healthy lifestyle. And so they educated themselves out. We brought them in by the grundle, but we lose them as well because that would happen. We're at 3, we don't have to worry about that. We get them in the door, they're going to dig in, they're going to look under the hood, they're going to find out all of the stuff, and we have nothing. We're above reproach with our products and our science. So that's a simple conversation to have. But let's move on here, and let's hear from those who are crushing it out there. So I'm going to bring on our first guest speaker, and I'm excited for all of these. We're going to have 5 guest speakers going to share. Our first one is a 3-star from West Des Moines, Iowa, and not Des Moines, Iowa, West Des Moines. Okay, so we're talking here. Let me stop sharing. So um, there we go. Um, Lisa Behrens, 3-star, West Des Moines, Iowa. Let's hear some tips from you. I know Lisa's got a pretty unique story about this, and I'm excited to hear from you. So, Lisa, go ahead and share some tips and best practices and what you're finding out with Kynetic.
Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate the opportunity to share. Yeah, for me, it's a little bit different because I have not had caffeine in 28 years. So I tried Kinetic a couple weeks ago. I will be honest, I was a little bit apprehensive at first, just because my body, hasn't had that due to sensitivity and migraine issues over the years. And I will tell you, it's been a grand slam. Kynetic has been absolutely awesome. And the two things that it has helped me with is really providing clarity. I feel like I'm a little bit more laser focused as I'm working throughout my day. And then the second thing is sometimes I get cramping in my left leg, like my calf, sometimes my hamstring, and I have not had any issues with cramping. And I really believe that's the hydration with the electrolytes in there. So personally, for me, being sensitive to caffeine and having migraine issues, I have not had any problems at all, and it's been absolutely awesome. And then some tips just to share. Last week, we did a wellness event here in Des Moines, Iowa. It was a poolside event, and my niece, who's 18 years old, she just graduated from Ankeny High School. She came and brought her cousin, who's 19 years old, and they sat through the presentation. And they had no idea that the energy drinks they've been consuming, that there's links and causation to leukemia. And Dr. Dan Gubler went over some of those results with us, some of the studies that have been published. I know there was a study recently published in May of 2025. And so that really the educational piece was awesome. So they text my sister the next day and they were like, hey, we've been doing these energy drinks. We had no idea that what we're putting in our body could potentially cause leukemia. So I'm excited about this product to educate people, our younger generation to our older generation. My mom is 73 years old. She just bought a bunch of Kynetic. As a matter of fact, she called me today and she's sharing samples with her friends in the town that she lives in, and she loves it. And the other thing that I'm doing is strategically, is because we're three, the name of our company, I'm putting 3 Kynetic packets in a Ziploc bag. I have my business card in there, and then those are in my purse and they're in my car. So I was just at a coffee shop yesterday, and a lady asked if she could sit down across from me. Of course, I said yes. She's waiting for her friend. I'm waiting for my friend. We start up a conversation. She wants to know what I do. And I said, well, one of my businesses is health and wellness. I get to help people have better health. And she said, tell me more. And so we ended up in a conversation about Kynetic. I actually had it sitting in front of me. I gave her one of those Ziploc packets that I had on hand. She texted me yesterday afternoon, and we're following up with a phone call this week, and she's already sharing it with her friends. So there's just kind of a practical way to have it on hand. People are drinking coffee, people are out and about doing caffeine throughout the day, and it really is an easy conversation. So I love Kynetic for myself, and I love the opportunity to educate and share.
Wow, thanks so much, Lisa. And I tell you, in the short time I've gotten to know Lisa, she is laser focused. She's a woman on a mission, and I'm excited to partner up with her and see this thing grow because we got some great people here. So thank you, Lisa.
You bet. Thank you.
So next up, we've got another rock star, 3-star elite out of Tampa, Florida. That's right. She's blessed living in Tampa, Florida. Let's bring on and hear some tips and some insights on what she's doing. Danielle Furlong. Danielle, take us away.
Hi, thank you so much, Justin. I am so honored to be asked to be on here and share. I will tell you, I was so incredibly excited whenever I learned about the new product because I love caffeine and I'm a big coffee drinker. And I'm always getting on my husband because he is the person that will, when he's in the middle of the day, feeling like he's going to crash, he runs through the gas station and grabs a Monster or a Red Bull, even though he knows that it's not good for him. And so I love being able to offer something to people that's actually going to really benefit their body and almost act as like an energy vitamin instead of like an energy killer. Because ultimately, whenever you take those other things, you have a crash later and it comes with all these awful side effects. And I'll tell you the real thing that got me whenever we launched this product is I feel like Justin said earlier, it opens up your market so much. I have a lot of young people on my team and they have struggled when trying to share this opportunity or share these products with people, getting their younger generation to really see the value in proactive wellness. I find that that's something people typically start to think about when they're in their 30s, looking at the things that are going to be more anti-aging or dealing with certain ailments that they're starting to deal with. And this is a product that opens the door to everyone, like, gym owners, trainers, health fanatics, people that aren't healthy and they just want to look for more energy, busy moms, like night shifters. I mean, it really is something that you can share with anyone that they're going to feel immediately. And so I've been leveraging that buzz. I have gone back to all of my old prospects that maybe weren't interested in what we were doing before. And I've said, hey, listen, this next wave of growth that's about to happen with this company, you do not want to miss it. We are launching something that is absolutely going to take over and you need to see it. So just get on a, call and just kind of learn what's happening and take another look. And I'll be honest with you guys, and I don't say this to brag, I say this to be honest. My energy has really been able to transform the mindset of some of the people that told me no in the past because I'm so excited. And my husband and I have brought on 6 new business partners this week. So I believe it's all because of Kynetic. And another thing I did that was really exciting, I have a really good girlfriend of mine who is not in my business yet, but she only does the massage because she is afraid to take supplements. Like she won't take any form of pills. She doesn't do medication. She is literally as crunchy as it comes to the point to where if it's not grown out of the ground, she doesn't want to take it. And I got her husband to take the Kynetic on a guy's trip. And I gave him like a bag of 8 to 10 of them to share with his friends. And he raved about it, loved it so much that they ended up buying some and all of his friends bought some. So, those are just some ways that I've been able to kind of open the door for the conversation, to get people to try it and also be open to revisiting the business.
Awesome, Danielle. That was so good. Great takeaways there. I love the opening the door for everybody, because it really does. And that's the name of this game. I mean, you'll hear from this. I'll talk about this in a minute, but the path is all math. And if you're only having this much of the population that you can open the door to, and this makes it so it's this much, the math becomes a lot simpler. So thank you so much, Danielle. You're a rock star and appreciate your insights. All right. Next up, we've got 4-star, and she has a lot of experience building and leading with an energy product. She couldn't be more excited about the one that we just released. None other than Lauren Richards, just down the street from me in Salado, Texas. Lauren, give us some wisdom.
All right, Justin, I literally, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for 2 years for this incredible product to come out. I've been in this industry for 8 years and my business has always been built around an energy drink. And so I just literally can't even begin to tell you about what I'm doing and the kind of run I'm fixing to go on with this product because I have seen what a disruptive product, a innovative product can do for someone's business in this industry. And I know what's fixing to happen. I know what's fixing to take off for 3. And I messaged Daniel like 6 months ago and I was like, bro, I love you so much. And I love this company. I'm all about proactive wellness, but my demographic needs something that makes them feel like they chewed on a power line. I am a mom of 3. I am exhausted all the time. And I need something like that I can take to my demographic. Danielle hit the nail on the head when she said there's a generation. Every single one of y'all have a generation of people that is your market, that is your attraction. And this product it can go into so many different fields. And that's one of the things I want you guys to know is I want you to find what your niche market is of people that you're relatable with, because people just like you are going to be the ones that are going to, you're going to be able to reach the most. And so for me, I have 3 very athletic children. My husband and I are both former college athletes. I'm a mom. I'm going to go out into the sports mom world. I'm going to share this product with everyone, because kids are drinking other products that are over the counter and at the stores that are unsafe and harmful to them. And I'm going to go use this product and get into those areas. So once you find, whether that's workout or fitness or sports or teenage girls, teenage kids, there are so many different areas, chiropractors, personal trainers, physical therapists, people who are in the wellness spaces. Everybody needs this product. And so I love that you can take this into any demographic and share this product. And the way that you're going to do that, or the way that I'm going to do it, I'm going to share what I'm doing. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm on the sample game. Okay, everybody has a sample game, or they should have a sample game. And if you just ordered a package coming home from convention and you've got 6 boxes, or if you've got 12 boxes of Kynetic, those aren't for you. Okay, those are so that you can get this product into as many hands as you possibly can. And if you're leaving the house without the product, you're doing it wrong. Put them in your purse, put them in your car, put them in your bag, put them everywhere. Make yourself little trial kits. I want to show y'all this. Okay, this is a little trial kit. And I'm telling you from experience, I know these work. I know that giving samples to people work, because once they feel it, once they have the power of what this is in their body, and then it wears off, they're going to want to get more from you. Okay. But not everybody will be upfront about wanting to spend $70 up front on a box, because they don't really know exactly what it's done, right? And so trial kits, break them down, let them have them for a week, let them see what it does for their body, and then go back and be like, okay, you want more? Here's the box, here's my link, sign up and get it. So my favorite quote ever has always been about energy. I'm a very energetic person. I love everything about like fueling your body. And so my favorite thing about Kynetic and how it like streams around energy is that you should use this energy right now, because this is energy, right? Use it and go create momentum around this product, because it is possible. And I want you to not focus on the ingredients. Don't focus on the ingredients, because people don't care about what the specific ingredients are. They just want to know that it's good for them, that it's healthy, and that it's clean. You don't have to be the scientist and get into like what each ingredient is and why you need it. Just tell them that it's clean, that it's all natural. We don't use anything artificial, because people, I'm telling you, there is nothing like it out there. And so once they hear that, they're going to be all over it. Use your social media, show up consistently, and go take massive action, because that is what it's going to take to make this a household product that every single person can use. And I know you can do it. Get a strong sample game, show up on your social media, send out messages, drop it in invitation to every single person, go through your contact list. Hey, I don't know if you've seen what's been going on behind the scenes, but I'm working with this incredible brand. They just launched an all natural energy product that has hydration and brain support. You're going to want to need to know all about it. Are you open to taking a look, and then follow whatever system you use, but hook them, because you can hook them with this energy drink. All right, I'm fired up, guys. I gotta go to work. I gotta go make calls, but I'm so glad. I can't wait to hear what the rest of everybody says. And I can't wait to see where we are 6 months from now.
Awesome, Lauren. I'm fired up too. Man, how blessed are we? 3 great panelists so far. Lauren, I love what she said. And guys, just so you know, like the sample pack, I mean, that's a way anybody can do this, right? Anybody can do this. So you don't have to like, oh, I can't afford that. Yes, you can. And you put it to work. And how blessed are we to have people of this caliber, and as well as the next 2 that we're going to have. I mean, Lauren had a tremendous amount of success building with energy. And so it's great to hear from that. So thank you, Lauren. Next up, we've got a rock star / 6-star from Scottsdale, Arizona. Let's bring on and here's some golden nuggets from Holly DeMott. Holly, take us away. Let us know how you're feeling about Kynetic.
Well, I'm on my 2nd one today. So I'm going to the gym after this. So it's still light out here. First of all, just hearing from everybody, Lisa Barron's not using caffeine, and after 28 years and now using this, it really is a testament to how clean this is. This is not your ordinary energy drink. Then hearing from Danielle, what you said about energy vitamin, I love that. That's my takeaway. She calls this an energy vitamin. And then Lauren, that trial kit, I need that. That's so cute. It looks way better than what I have. Dr. Alicia put these together right away and started using them. Some people she's giving them to, some people she's, selling them even, try 3 for $5. And yeah, you take a little bit of a hit on it, but you're getting it in their bodies. When people pay for things, they value them more and they'll take them. And I always hear about this makeup example. So I love makeup. I love going to Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, you name it. And when they give me samples, I will tell you guys, sometimes it just sits there. Sometimes I don't try it right away. If I had to pay for that sample, you better believe I'm trying it. So try both ways and see what works for you for giving some out, or you can charge a little bit for them and they'll value it more. As far as the product and everything that we have, I love our product line, our entire line. We have foundational products. Our products make such an amazing difference. And this is a complement. So we're running with all of them. I've seen so many pro packs, builder packs, premium packs all come in, and then they add on the Kynetic. And then they like that more, and they're still taking advantage of the packs that are still available. They're still available. So take advantage of those with the free products on there. So we love adding this on as a complement to what we already have. And when people use all of them, wow, watch out. You're going to see their skin radiate. You're going to see the whites of their eyes whiter. You're going to see their mood lifted. And, I've used this with so many people today. In fact, I ordered to go from Fleming's, who has time to actually sit and eat out right now when we have work to do. So I did carry out, and I know the hostess because my mom goes in there all the time. And I was like, her name's Tracy. And I specifically took her this. And she's like, okay, send me stuff. Here's my phone number again, my email. And she told me what she's taking, and she's taking matcha, and she's taking all, and I'm like, this is way less than that. So this is for people, whether they're doing caffeine or they're not. It's clean. I do like talking about the benefits and why someone would want to switch to this. I love talking about no taurine. I do. I love the education piece. With all of the launch events, the opportunity Zooms happening, the in-persons, that educational piece, with people seeing the full picture of 3, with people seeing the company, seeing Daniel Piku, seeing Dr. Dan Goobler, seeing how we came together, then seeing the science, the products, then the business opportunity and how to start. This is included. This is included for people to be educated to know, wow, everything they do is top notch. They don't do anything average at 3, nothing. And this included. So add this into your talk when you're talking about everything. And I love the full picture of 3. I love what we're doing. I love what everyone else talked about. Thanks for having me, Justin. And I'm excited to do pictures. We're going to Malaysia. We're going to Taiwan. And with my last company, we did have an energy shot. And, it had some synthetics in it, so it didn't always sit well. Ours is so clean. But what we do is you take pictures wherever you go. Kynetic will be with you, or if you're in Hawaii, Kynetic will be with you on the top of Camelback Mountain. Like, use your social media and make it a theme to use this everywhere. And people are finally going to be like, okay, I need some of that. I need that Kynetic. Okay. And I love the app. The girl today at Fleming's, I sent her a thing straight from the app, straight from it. So use that. I know, Justin, you're going to talk about that a little bit too.
Wow. Thanks so much, Holly. I love the message there. I think she really illustrated how the versatility of this product, that it really, you can talk to anybody about it. If somebody could care less about science, fine. This gives you great energy. It's clean. Somebody wants to know the science, no taurine, no aspartame, no sucralose, all those types of things. And then bringing this in as an additive to the whole picture of the 3 product line. I love it. Great tips, Holly. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. Finally, I got a little surprise guest too, but finally from our field panel, our field experts, I'm going to bring on all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. And her, I think I can just go with her first name because I'm still new enough where I get scared I'm going to say her last name wrong, but it's kind of like Madonna or, Ronaldo or something. So we got Francoise, and I'll say it Untermeyer, but Francoise, I'm excited to have you on here. I know you and your team, your hubby, are jacked out of your minds about having Kynetic. So tell us what you're doing, how it's affecting your team, and the approach that you're taking. And bring us home from the panelists.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. And I just love what everyone has shared. Thank you so much for sharing your tips with the community of 3. I think it's so valuable to see what everyone is doing out there. And I personally could not be more excited about an impact product. We've been looking for one. You know, I think there's so much value that we bring to the marketplace with what we have with just holistic naturopathic approach, with something that's innovative and disruptive to the marketplace, right? But we definitely needed something people can feel, because unfortunately we're in that microwave generation where people want things so fast. And so I've been so excited about, in addition to just having impact product, it's one I can actually take. So I have I've struggled so much with caffeine my whole life. Like if I just take one little sip of caffeine, I'm up for days. So like I've only been able to take one other caffeine product my whole life. And unfortunately that one went out of business. So when I found this Kynetic, I was just so excited because, you know, for me, I struggle with non-diabetic hypoglycemia and chronic fatigue. So I always have a sense of being tired, even though the 3 line does help me, like the Vitalite, and actually the Immune gives me so much energy. Those were great, but I also wanted like the mental lift and the clarity and all those things. So I'm having such a great experience with this, and our team is on fire. You know, I really resonated with Lisa because, you know, caffeine is something that everybody wants to take. And when you can't take it, you kind of feel left out. So excited what it's bringing to the marketplace, and really opening up to the more the naturopathic holistic approach people that are really, you know, cautious about having clean energy. And, you know, I just love that we're such a transparent company, that we're bringing something so solid that, you know, we didn't cut corners at all. We didn't try to change our story. I mean, I couldn't be so much more proud of Dr. Dan. And I know that he had so many iterations to get this product to us and bring it to us and bring something that we can go out there, share confidently, that aligns with our story. Now, for me, I knew my girl Lauren would go out there and she would kill the samples, and Holly did a great job too. So I kind of wanted to go back to the basics. So, you know, my husband and I are kind of like old school network marketers. Like we totally believe in like belly to belly, like always. And I think there's something just so impactful, like in a world where there's so much social media out there and like nobody has real connection. So I'm really big on home meetings. So I'm going to tell you guys, home meetings. It's always built our momentum in our business 1,000%. If you can do multi-sensory sharing, meaning if they could hear, see, touch, feel the culture, that right there is going to catapult your business. Yes. These are going to get people excited. These are going to start more conversations. I love that Lisa handed out something, you know, at, you know, when she was sitting down talking to someone. All those things are great. And one key thing I heard from her, she did the follow-up. Fortune is in the fall. Make sure you're just not handing these out like business cards, right? You don't want to give this out. You want to make sure you're getting their phone number. And I would actually, honestly, if I'm giving this out to somebody, I would probably say to them like, hey, if I give this to you, maybe it's in the evening, can you try this? And tomorrow I call you and tell me what you think. I would love to hear your feedback. Like make sure you're keeping control of the conversations, the follow-up and all those things. But for me, what I'm probably going to do, because we just got back from, you know, Zion and, you know, being at the convention and all the things, and we're just selling down this week. We're rocking and rolling with different meetings going out through our team. So typically, probably a lot of us were thinking about doing these shots, maybe, right? And I think when we mix this up and give a sample like this, it's like a taste sample. And I think taste is great, right? But we've had this product for, you know, 2 years, and I don't sample these typically. Maybe at like a booth or something like that, you might sample them, but I don't sample them at a meeting. So I felt like it would be more impactful for people to actually feel the product, right? Because the feeling of the products would get people excited because they want to feel something. And so I'm thinking of using one of these like 9-ounce glasses and giving about 4 ounces, and either doing it this, if it's a small meeting, what I would probably suggest is handing them out as they walk in the door, because you can manage them. But like if it's Colleen Aliski or Danielle Furlong that has, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 people in the room, you might not be able to manage that. So maybe when we're doing the slides and Kynetics up there, maybe pass it out with a tray and say, hey, let's do it together and like take a shot. And I would probably say something like this, like, hey, don't sip it. Let's all do it within the first minute, because you want them to feel it. You want them to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, I totally feel it. I feel it. Because when they leave, they're gonna be like fired up. Now, if you're doing something during the day, I would personally do those small little Zephyr Hill spring water, and I would make them drink the whole thing. First, I would actually say take a little sip out of the top because it's a lot of water. So you want to have a gulp. So you're only having about 8 ounces of water, so about 8 to 10 ounces of water. So you can taste the actual taste of the product and then have them chug it. Now, if you're doing like one-on-ones with someone, I think it's sometimes weird when you're giving a bunch of product to people and you're like not taking it with them. So my suggestion is like you take it and they take it. And cold water is good, but it will mix better and not like freezing cold water. So those are tips on sharing it. I think we have such a powerful product out there that's clean. You can bring it to anyone. I've talked to a couple of doctors today. They were so excited to add this to the lineup. And like Holly said, like we have a beautiful lineup of products. Like don't forget about the other ones. This is just an addition too. So I think you guys, if you guys go out there and share with confidence, and posture, and just know that we have something that no one else has. And also, like if you're sharing on social media, like some suggestions on social media, like just don't share like the formula, share the actual feeling, because people don't care what you do till they know why you do it, right? But in addition to that, I also feel like people want to know why you like that product. People actually buy off emotion and justify with logic, right? So share your story, fall in love with the product. And if for whatever reason you can't take it, or maybe you don't feel anything. I don't know. I don't know anyone who said that, but hypothetically say that happened. Well, what I would say is borrow someone else's story. Listen to people on your team, have a file cabinet of stories and share their stories just like they're yours. It's just as impactful. So go out there and share boldly with your audience, take the product, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your stuff on social media, all the home meetings and all the things. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you so much, Francoise. What great insight, words of wisdom. And I just appreciate each one of you guys for sharing and lending your words of wisdom to everybody here. And the idea is now to take these things and go run with them, right? But before we talk about that, I'm going to bring on a little special guest. You guys may know him. Special guest, are you there?
I'm here. How are you, Justin?
I'm great, man. Man, that's some
Fantastic.
good stuff. That was fire, huh, Daniel?
That was amazing. I want to thank everybody. Actually, I just jumped on here for a couple of minutes. I've been watching and been in amazement. Honestly, we have such amazing leadership. I want to thank Lisa for doing such a great job, and Danielle Furlong and Lauren knocking it out of the park. To see Lauren's passion and Lisa and Danielle's been amazing, and to see Holly DeMont just rocking it out as always, and Francoise. I want to thank the 5 of you guys. You guys did an amazing job. I literally just wanted to pop on here for a few minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming to the event. I think the event was absolutely out of this world. I loved it. I'm on my second Kynetic right now. I'll probably be up till midnight, but I absolutely love this product. Seriously, I can't tell you guys. We left all of the bad stuff out and just included the good. And I take my hat off to Dr. Dan. I want to recognize him and the entire SAB for such an amazing product. Guys, I'm out of my mind excited. I'm going to share a couple things really quick with you guys. Number one, I want you to challenge your teams more than ever. I want you to challenge yourself. It's time to take 3 to the next level. I really, truly mean that. And we've got a game-changing product. You know what's inside of it. We've shared and shared and shared at convention, and these amazing ladies shared tonight. It's a game-changing product, but here's my message to you. Action always beats intention. I want you guys to go out every day fired up and sharing, because we have something that is simple, it's easy to duplicate with, and healthy for everybody. And that was so important to me. And Francoise did an excellent job communicating that point. Dr. Dan went through tons of versions to get this thing dialed in where it was just right, the right flavor without any of the crap that frankly all the crazy competitors have with the sucraloses and the taurine and the aspartame and the sugar, all the stuff we've talked about. So for him to nail this, guys, it's dialed in. So I want you guys to take massive action. And my last message is super simple. I want to have a ton of fun. The event was incredible, and coming off the event, now the question is, what do you do leaving that event, right? I would encourage you to do this. Be yourself. Go have fun. People want to be around fun people. Fun is contagious. And so I want to take you guys on a ton of trips. I want to take 3 to the next level. I want us to go do this together. I'm so impressed with each and every one of you. I mean that sincerely. I shared that at the leadership meeting, but I couldn't be more impressed with how you're leading. Whether you're brand new to 3 or whether you've been in 3 for 6 months or a year, I'm just so impressed with this entire community and this platform and this amazing group of people. And I just want you guys to go out. I want you to achieve whatever it is you personally want to achieve, whatever it is you want to achieve for your family. And I want to have a blast doing it. I want to crisscross the US. I'm getting ready to leave for Asia for 12 days on Tuesday to go open up Malaysia and Taiwan. And when we get back, I want to light the US on fire. So here's my favor that I'm asking from you guys. Well, we're gone for the next 12 days. Don't slow down. Share Kynetic, share Kynetic, share Kynetic, share Kynetic. Keep sharing Kynetic. And when we come back, I'm going to work with Justin and our marketing team and Barkle and the entire team to figure out a schedule. I told you guys we're going to crisscross the country with the sprinter. We're going to go meeting to meeting. We're going to start getting on social media and going city to city. I'm looking forward to it. I think we've divided out like 3 parts of the US where we can go West Coast, start hitting all of California, all the way up to Washington for maybe a week. Come home, get 48 hours, 72 hours of rest, and hit it again. Go hit the Midwest. Let's go pound St. Louis. Let's go to Iowa. Let's pound the entire Midwest, right? Then let's hit the East Coast. Let's go New York and New Jersey, and maybe we'll start in Florida since there's so much action there, but there's a bunch of action in New Jersey, and maybe we'll just go up that eastern seaboard. So I'm fired up to see what happens. I know we've got, some reward trips happening, but in between those reward trips, I want to get out. I want to connect with people and just fire up the US and Canada. So I love you guys. Justin, thank you for having me on. And again, to the 5 amazing leaders, wonderful ladies that are leading by example. Thank you guys for being such an example to everybody. I'm going to sign off, and fantastic job, Justin, and fantastic job, everybody. Thank you guys for jumping on tonight.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it, guys. We're going to wrap up here in 2 minutes, so don't go quite yet. We're going to wrap this up in 2 minutes. I'm going to share some slides, 2 more slides for you, and then we're going to get on our way and go out and spread the word. So first slide I want to show you here, let me pull these back up. And I want to give you a little context behind this. There we go. So this is the top Kynetic content. And to be really clear, this is content from the 3 app. This is not from 3 AI. This is from the 3 app that in theory is shared with a prospect or someone who is interested in the business or the product. So the number 1 most shared is the Kynetic fact sheet, Sense Convention. This is Sense Convention. The number 2 is social post number 3. Number 3 was the FAQ on Kynetic. And then the number 6th most shared was the social post number 4, and the number 7th most shared social post number 5. So 5 of the top 7 most shared pieces of the resources from the app were Kynetic. And so I wanted to share that with you because this is important. That means that every time this goes out, it's going to somebody. It's a resource going to somebody talking about Kynetic, talking about 3 that people now can take action on. And I want to leave you in this call with just a little challenge here. So what to do next? Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you 2 things. The actual first thing to do next is whatever your upline, if you've got a good upline and they're directing you, obviously you do what they ask you to do, right? So this is in addition to, and they're simple. First thing, start using at least 1 tip or insight from this call right now. So you heard from 5 amazing leaders. You got a lot of information. Decide what resonates with you the most and implement that right now. Start using that right now. Go out and do something different. If you want something different in your business, you got to do something different. Just hope is not a strategy. You got to go do something different. And the second thing is an easy task that I'm going to challenge everybody to do. And that is in your 3 app, share a minimum of 2 Kynetic resources a day from the 3 app. Start today. Yeah, it's later in some parts, but it's only 2. The cool thing about this is, you heard me talk earlier, the path is all math. So if you do 2 a day, after a month, you've shared 60 resources about Kynetic or whatever else with 3 from the app. And if you have a team of 10 and they do it, you've shared 660 pieces of collateral from the app to people. And then you can do that over time. So, and then again, path is all math. If you do 60 in a month, and let's say your conversion percentages of those is 10%. Well, that's 6 new people, right? What if it's 50%? What if it's 5%? That's 3 new people. And then as you get better and better and better at sharing and who to share with, it'll just climb from there. The cool thing about 2 a day is everybody can do it. It's simple. So even that person who's just, they just don't know what to do, they're scared what to do, they can do that. That's the great thing, is it's easy to do. The bad thing is it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. You follow me? So it's easy not to do. But if you make that commitment, 2 a day minimum from the app, and on this call, we're talking about Kynetic, but really it's any resource about 3 from the app, share it out to a prospect, do that every single day. Over time, that's going to pay off for you. So I appreciate everybody getting on the call. I can't thank our 5 special guests, rock stars. Thank you so much, Lisa, Danielle, Lauren, Holly, and Francoise. Invaluable information. Thank you all for taking out your time on a Thursday night to join us. And I hope this call was helpful. Let's go out and crush this thing now. Thank you, guys. Good night.